Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truth.org. Today is May 23rd of 2025. All right, so based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to neutralize a sitting U.S. President, one Donald J. Trump, on the date of May 24th, 2025, in some form or fashion. So firstly, in respect to the numerology, the date of May 24th, the number 24 equates to the letter X in the English alphabet, which is the international symbol of death, because Donald J. Trump is marked for death on the date of May 24th of 2025. Secondly, the date of May 24th, 2025 marks exactly 124 days since Donald J. Trump was sworn into office and became the 47th President of the United States back on January 20th of 2025. The number 124 equates to AX, or A1 equals A and 24 equals X. This is X. And obviously 24 is the international symbol of death. It's the letter X. So because Donald Trump is going to be chopped off from being president on this particular date, he's going to be neutralized in some form or fashion. And lastly, the date of May 24th marks exactly 28,834 days since Donald J. Trump was born in Queens, New York back on June 14th of 1964. So this number is interesting. So it's flanked by the 2 and the 4, which is the 24, which is found in the date of May 24th, as well as the amount of days Trump has been in office. So the 24 equates to the letter X, which is the international symbol of death, as mentioned. Then we have the number 88, which was found in the FBI raid targeting Donald J. Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, back on August 8th of 2022. And then you have the number 34, and Donald J. Trump was charged with 34 felonies in respect to his Stormy Daniels case in the New York District Court a few years ago. So this means that they're either going to kill him or arrest him. They're either going to kill Donald J. Trump on the day of May 24th, or going to arrest Donald J. Trump and frame him for crimes he did not commit on the day of May 24th. So coincidentally, Donald J. Trump has traveled from the White House in Washington, D.C., and he is currently at this time and location at Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey, where he will stay until early tomorrow morning, where Donald J. Trump will take a motorcade or a Air Force One flight to United States Military Academy at West Point. So this gets into what type of scenarios are planned. So I have identified 3 scenarios by which the CIA will neutralize a sitting U.S. president on the date of May 24th. The first is some sort of Iran-backed Palestinian or Islamic terror group-based attack or terror event targeting Donald J. Trump. So this could be at the location, some sort of ambush or siege or bombing, or sniper attack targeting Donald J. Trump while at Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey. Secondly, there could be an ambush targeting the motorcade or Marine One, or whatever he is traveling in, whatever vehicle he's traveling in. I believe that he is taking a Marine One, the helicopter from Bedminster, New Jersey to West Point, New York to the United States Military Academy. We all remember what happened to Kobe Bryant, who was coincidentally the number 24, who died on January 26th of 2020. And so Trump's Marine One helicopter, and we just remember what happened back on January 29th, when the CIA staged this mid-air collision between a Black Hawk Apache helicopter, if I remember correctly, with the United Airlines over the Potomac River right outside Reagan National Airport. So the CIA is planning to down a sitting U.S. president while traveling in the helicopter, which I believe is a Sikorsky, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll have to double check on that. And so he's going to be traveling from Bedminster, New Jersey, all the way to West Point, New York. That being said, there's also the realistic possibility, because the CIA leaked a few years ago, they leaked information that Al-Qaeda and ISIS now had Stinger missiles inside the United States. They leaked this information because they want to set up the narrative for the taking down of Trump's helicopter under the guise of an Iran-backed terror group man-pad Stinger missile strike. So that's also a realistic possibility. Coincidentally, one of the men that was arrested with the Stinger missiles was in New York State, I believe, and the other one in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. So, that being said, once Trump lands at the United States Military Academy, the entire military academy, which is, I believe, right on the Hudson River, if I'm not mistaken, could come under attack. So if this, in fact, if Trump is ambushed, if he's sniped, if they shoot him down in the Marine One before he lands or after leaving, this is going to be the Israeli Mossad. This is going to be a top secret operation executed by the Israeli Mossad that's in the United States, has infiltrated the United States under the guise of dual citizenship. And they're currently staying at hotels or barracks inside the United States, or they're staying in Dolphin-class submarines off the coast of the United States. And coincidentally, it's Fleet Week in New York City, and so they may have snuck in arms and weapons inside ships, possibly from Canada or other means. So there's a lot of tourists, there's a lot of sailors and a lot of soldiers in New York City right now, and they apparently are using this event that's happening in New York City as cover for this assassination of Trump on this particular day. Then, once at the United States Military Academy, Trump is going to be giving a speech, and we will recall what happened to Salman Rushdie. He was stabbed by an Islamic terrorist while giving a speech. And there's been a number of high-profile Islamic stabbings, one of which happened yesterday or today, early this morning on the 23rd in Hamburg, Germany. And so there's a possibility that the CIA will say some sort of a jihadist, Islamic, Iranian, or Palestinian-based stabbing or shooting assassination of Trump in front of the crowd at the United States Military Academy. And then the other option for them is that Trump suffers some sort of a stroke, some sort of a heart attack, some sort of a medical-related event, and then he would be taken to hospital and tortured and then eventually murdered in a ritualistic, ancient, esoteric, and ritualistic blood sacrifice. Coincidentally, there's been a number of Republicans and Democrats alike who have suffered strokes while on camera. John Fetterman has suffered seizures. The former head of the House, I'm forgetting his name, but there was just a Republican social media or a television personality that was on an interview with Fox just last week who fainted. So some sort of fainting, some sort of stroke, some sort of heart attack, some sort of brain aneurysm, some sort of seizure. This is going to be done with a direct energy weapon that's going to either kill Trump or maim him or trigger some sort of a medical emergency whereby he is forced to be taken to hospital where he will be tortured and then eventually murdered. And then if the CIA forgoes a direct attack on Trump, an assassination event designed to trigger World War III, or if they forgo a military, some sort of medical-related event while speaking in front of the military in West Point, New York, they will go to Plan C, which I believe is, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, is they're going to arrest Trump for crimes he did not commit. So what are they going to arrest Trump for? So if you recall, just a few days ago, James Comey, the former director of the CIA, posted a photo of seashells in the form of the number 8647, which he allegedly found while walking on the beach. We all know that's bullshit. And so that means that the CIA is going to 8647, which Trump is the 47th president, and this is going to happen on the day of May 24th. So exactly what crimes they will frame Trump for is obviously not known. I have published roughly 100 different scenarios for different things they have tried to frame him on. But in this particular case, it appears that they will arrest Trump for high crimes and misdemeanors related to the Ukraine-United States mineral agreement, which was signed back on April 30th of 2025. A Ukrainian politician just went to the press today or yesterday. I found it today on the news. They said that they were strong-armed, that they were forced, they were coerced, they were basically bullied into signing this agreement with the United States, which allows the United States to go into Ukraine to harvest their rare earth minerals. And so coincidentally, it would mark, the date of May 24th would mark exactly 85 days since the U.S. signed this mineral agreement with Ukraine back on April 30th, which would mark two such events in 86 days. And there's where we get the number 86 in the 8647 that was foreshadowed by one James Comey back a few days ago. Secondly, the night of May 23rd, so the early morning, you have to remember that the CIA doesn't count days until the sunrise. So the sunrise marks the new day. That's when the official calendar begins. So that would mark 1,199 days since the CIA staged the aforementioned FBI raid targeting Donald J. Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate back on August 8th of 2022. Of course, the number 11 and 9, this is the 9/11 numerology is found in the 9/11 attacks, is found in the French Revolution numerology, as well as the Kristallnacht attacks, because this is a favorite CIA number. But most importantly, it's 1199 is 19 and 19, which is SS, and this is the Nazi CIA of Switzerland, and they are going to take out a sitting U.S. president for framing him for crimes he did not commit. Coincidentally, this numerology is reflected in the numerology of one Vladimir Zelensky, which the date of the 24th marks exactly 2,206 days since Vladimir Zelensky became president of Ukraine back on May 20th of 2019, I believe. And so we have the number 26 and 26, and the S and the Z are the same, symbolically speaking, and the 26 equates to the letter Z, which is an acronym for Zionism, and this is the motivation, the political motivation behind the demise of Trump on the date of May 24th. So those are the most likely scenarios: some sort of a Iran-backed attack targeting Donald J. Trump that will be executed by the Israeli Mossad, some sort of direct energy-related weapon attack targeting Trump, and or some sort of false arrest to frame Trump for crimes he did not commit. Lastly, before I go, in respect to the attack on West Point, so you have to remember that Trump is going to be giving a commencement speech. So there's going to be possibly thousands or 10,000. I have no idea how many cadets and military personnel are going to be there. So they're going to be sitting there for a couple hours, I would imagine, surrounding this event. And so it's highly likely that the CIA is going to stage some sort of 9/11 style attack. So this could be via the C-130 Hercules, the four military cargo planes that were abandoned at Bagram Air Force Base in Afghanistan back in July 17 of 2020, I believe. Or this could be via commercial airliners. It could be a drone attack. It could be an airplane attack. It could be a helicopter attack. But there's a possibility that the CIA will create some sort of a movie. So Trump's sitting there giving a speech, and then suddenly, out of the nowhere, comes these planes and crash, and then of course they're going to be laden with biological, chemical, radiological, or nuclear weapons. And so there's going to be a hazmat, and this event will trigger World War III and likely a second biological pandemic. So I just forgot to mention that in respect to the impending attack on West Point. But nevertheless, those are the three most likely scenarios, and obviously in the aftermath of this video, it's highly likely that the CIA will concoct another scenario whereby to neutralize the sitting U.S. president. So if in fact that does happen, I kindly ask you to download this video and share with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.